Welcome in, Dog Nation, to Respect the Hedges. We are back. It is Florida Hate Week. Y'all know what it is. Gator haters in the building, man. We're here to talk Georgia versus Florida this week, man. You know, the media going to tell us how we can't beat Georgia without Brock Bowers, how we get slow starts, and Florida got a chance to win. We're here to talk about all of that, man. So let's get into it.
Georgia on the logo, celebrating back-to-back Nats. Perfection wears red and black tonight. 15-0. The Dogs have done it and won a second consecutive national.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Not again.
Lead Booker to get the night started. Downfield looking for Godwin. Into his hands. And guess which Dogs are barking first? Uga, get after it. Sonny Michelle will send the Dogs home to the championship game.
And Bobo throws that thing in the end zone and
Yes! Touchdown! Touchdown in the goal line! Sigue Ringo! Corta dentro! Ringo! Touchdown! Georgia!
Georgia Bulldogs bludgeon their way to back-to-back. Glory, glory, Georgia, as the fight song says.
This is our love for each other. 1 + 1 = what? 3. We are better together and we are connected.
This is Robert Iron E. Singleton, a.k.a. D-Dog from The Walking Dead, or Alton from The Blind Side, and you are watching Respect the Hedges on the Fan Addict Sports Network. All right, guys, go Dogs, sick 'em.
That's right. As always, go Dogs, sick 'em. That's right, man. Respect the Hedges back for another week. Listen, the Dogs was on a bye week last week, and so was we. We all recuperated, you know what I'm saying? Healing the injuries. That's what we want the Dogs to do. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. But before we do, y'all know we are presented by the Tailgate Kings. All right, man, let's go ahead and jump into this thing. Bring the cast, the crew up, man. That's right. First up, y'all know who it is, man. It's E-Rob, straight out of Florida. My guy, E-Rob. What's up, E-Rob?
Hey, what's up, Coach? Yeah, you ain't have to put my business out there. I'm from Florida. This hate week this week, man. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't care where I'm from, dog. I ain't riding with that. None of that. Hey, look, man, we coming off a bye week, 7-0. You know what I'm saying? Dogs still doing their thing. And I love how you started the show, Coach. The media going to try to tell you and try to create a narrative. Don't buy into it. The Dogs going to go down there and handle that business. Oh, real quick. Anybody that can hear my voice, y'all out there, okay, let's bring this thing down. Our guy JV is not doing too good. His man crush is going to be out for a couple of weeks. So just drop him a nice little note, pick him up, pick his spirits up for. Just do that. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do in Respect the Hedges. We pick each other up. So pick my boy up. He kind of down. Do that for me. All right.
That's right, man. That's right, man. Hey, just a note, man. The stream to Facebook. If you got anybody, hit them with the YouTube link because the stream to Facebook is down right now. Just to let y'all know, for those that normally watch Facebook, y'all hit y'all friends with that YouTube link, man. Next up is coolest fan in the land, my guy, Cool Cal. What up, Cal?
What it do, man? Good to be back. Had us a week off. You know what I'm saying? Got a chance to rest and heal up and got a couple of ice baths, and I'll be honest with you, E-Rob. I thought we all had a man crush on Brock Bowers. I mean, the dude's phenomenal.
No, nobody has a man crush on Brock Bowers like JB. So what I'm saying, we got one, but it's something different.
I already know. But you know, I'll say this: that's definitely a major injury. I know we got plenty of guys and talent, but you know, shout out to Brock, man. Hopefully he heals up quick, man, so he can get back out there.
That's right, man. Bro, hey, man, listen, we're gonna keep Brock in our prayers so he for a speedy recovery. But that just means, hey, man, give somebody else an opportunity to do what they was actually given the scholarship to come and do, man. Next up on the scene is our guy, resident tight end, JV, man. Hey, man, they say they sending out prayers for you, dog.
Man, my screen look a little weird today, man, because, Brock has really thrown a monkey wrench in everything. My
You gonna mess
electronics
your
don't
internet
work
up?
the same. My internet don't work the same. My days ain't been as bright. I'm blinking in and out. Look at this. That's the whole Brock effect. That's what happens when your guy. That's what happens when your guy goes down. I might have to get rid of this background for real, but
Well, they turned into the Matrix over there.
You ain't lying.
Right? Can't get right without Brock, boy.
Hey, listen, man. As one of the first individuals that called out the greatness of this young man, and if you go back into the annals of the show, I did say that.
You know, touche.
I did say Big Boy wasn't getting that strong position back because that guy who took it was special. Now you can hang that up. With that being said, we have a lot of guys on this offense that realistically I feel like can be even more special. I'm looking for, some shine out of Raw. I'm looking for some shine out of number 6. Got guys who can get the job done in a different shape, form, and fashion. So Brock, we're gonna let him heal. We ain't worried about when Brock coming back. We want Brock to come back healthy.
That's right.
Let's get these other guys stepping up because that's gonna make us even more dangerous.
Know that.
That's right, man. That's right, man. Marrying up the next guy in our crew, man. It's our guy Corey Allen. What's good, CA?
I'm sorry, fella. I'm just listening to my buddy JV trying to clean it up, trying to make sure we ain't in our feeling. I'm like, it's rough. It's rough, man. But I'm gonna tell you what, we all wish the man the best. Yes, we all had a man crush on him, and we don't know. We don't know how we gonna recover. But I'll be honest with you. Being realistic, I'm looking forward to Mike Bobo. This is a Mike Bobo challenge. I challenge my quarterback to take on this opportunity to see what we can do without the likes of a guy named Brock Bowers. I mean, one of the best players in the country for the last 2 seasons, not to mention this season. So, I mean, I'm glad to be back between the hedges with the fellas. I'm interested to see how we are going to move forward, and I'm excited about the opportunities we've got in front of us. So, yeah, great. Let's go. Just like you said, let's go.
Let's go.
That's right, man. That's right. Listen, shout out to some of the people in the crowd. Y'all already know who was first up. 7-0. Gators taste like chicken. They'll be in the building. That's right. That's right. My guy Roger say next man up, dog. That's what it is. Next man up. That's right. Hey, just because you lose a star, that don't mean you can't multiple people. How it is sometimes. So we got our guy JV back. Maurice Dickinson, hey, bro, he in here with I'm gonna post your score. He already in there with the score prediction. I like
that's my big brother, man. Get it out there, Mo.
Yeah, let's go. Say it with the chair.
Shelby say she wasn't ready, E-Rob, when you brought out the man crush. Mike Wilkinson in the building. What's going on, Mike? Who else up in here? Let's see. Folks talking about Lawson Lucky is one to watch. Listen, Lucky did play a little bit more in that second half of the Vanderbilt game. Like I said, I think we got some people that's gonna get it done, man. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Hey, before we get started, Cool Cal, E-Rob, any recruiting news? Should be.
Go ahead, Cal. You got any recruiting news over there?
You muted, Cal. We can't hear Cal.
Start us off, V-Bro.
That what happened when you sent me though.
Can you hear me?
Hey, it's like Vandy. Vandy had us walking all around the campus through the basketball gym, and yeah, we can't hear you. You muted, Cal.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to the Bulldog Bourbon Club, man. Before the fellas jump in here, I want to give a shout out to all the Bulldog faithful, man. Look, we're gonna go ahead and get it right. I promise you, these dogs got a lot in store, and I feel like this is the opportunity that we've been waiting for against these Gators. I'm gonna let Cal lead it off, though. I kind of want to hear what he has to say. To be honest with you.
Yeah, Cal getting it going. Hey, look, Cal had a good idea, man. A cocktail for the cocktail party, so I had to fix me one. for the cocktail party, my man.
I'm 2 in, Coach. Can I just say I'm 2 in already?
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Cocktail for the cocktail party. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
boy.
we did get a recruit in the 2025 cycle. We're gonna put Cal back there till he get it together. We got a running back recruit. I want to say it is in the 2025 cycle, man. Listen, man, we got to get back to being RBU. I know we got a lot of talent back there. The injuries have slowed us down from showing off that talent that we have back there, but it's looking like via the presser that Kendall Milton is on track to play, and we saw what he can do when he healthy in the Kentucky and the Vandy game. Rod Robinson, who led us in rushing the first 2 weeks, should be back. And then, of course, Dejan is there. Cool Cal, you back with us, though?
I'm back, man. My bad, fellas. Having some technical difficulties. Got a couple more quarters in.
That's what happened when Brock get injured.
Hey,
man.
that's okay, Cal. Hey, that's okay, Cal. Hey, next man up. I stepped up in your absence, dog. I got your back. That's what we do.
I appreciate that. I did see like a toast or something, man. Let me go on and get my toast.
You saw that though. You saw that.
I did see that. So I'm with you on that one.
Cocktails for the cocktail party. I got CHP already 2 in. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all out there looking out there in the Dog Nation land, man, raise a cocktail for the cocktail party coming up. You know what I'm saying?
I'll let me be.
There we go.
You know what's up.
That's right, man. So let's go ahead and jump into this Florida week, man. Again, like I started to show off, man, what you're gonna hear all week, if you haven't heard all week, is how we can't move the ball without Brock. We can't do this without Brock. Carson Beck has hit 11 different receivers with at least 10 receptions this year, or 11 different people counting the running back. So it's not like we don't have people on hand. I think what we're going to have to do with a guy like Brock is replace his production with maybe more than one person. And it might not just be Delp. It might not just be Delp and Lucky. It might be Delp, Lucky, and Rah. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like CA said, man, it's going to be a test of Bobo, and I think Bobo going to rise to the occasion like he always did. I remember a similar situation when Todd Gurley went down, Aaron Murray's senior year, and we was trotting out J.J. Green and Brendan Douglas at running back, and everybody was like, they ain't got Todd Gurley. What they going to do? Well, Mike Bobo put up 40 points. That's what he did. So
that's what he did.
You know what I'm saying? So, and Todd Gurley was out over half that year, too. So, shout out to Mike Bobo, man. I think he's going to get it done, man. So, E-Rob, man, what does this game mean to you, dog? I mean, speak from the heart.
Well, first of all, Coach, I could tell you've been on your business during the bye week, boy, because you come and spitting them hot facts, boy, them Bobo facts. I like it. I like what you're doing there.
You got to step up in Brock Bowers' absence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so Florida, I never liked Florida. I'm from Florida. I never liked them. I like Florida State. I was a huge Miami fan. I never liked Florida. So I hopefully we bringing a whole can of whoop ass with us down to Jacksonville. So that's what I'm hoping to see. We got a couple of injuries. The good thing is Brock went down. We're getting a couple of guys back at different positions, but it seems like we're getting healthier at the right time. So I want to see everything kind of come together out there in Jacksonville, and then start this run to end the season and head for that third one.
That's right. That's right. We try. Hey, listen, this is another bump on the road that we got to get over to get to that third championship, like E-Rod said. Cal, man, tell me about your disdain for the Gators.
Listen, man. I go back to the 90s, man, when a lot of you guys was in school and playing Florida, and times was hard, man. It was hard. I remember those games, but I always remember that 97 game, and that was the year we got over the hump and how good it felt. You know what I'm saying? And I felt good as hell at home watching it. You know what I'm saying? Because it just felt like, you know what I'm saying, the program, it was just like we released a lot of tension into the air or whatever in that particular game. But that's a game I always remember. But listen, man, now, this is a game where, we were talking about, obviously Brock's going to be out. This is a game where I think that we're going to transition and look a little bit different. And so I think these 2 weeks off, you know what I'm saying, I think it's going to give us we're going to see a lot of, heavy wide receiver packages. Like you said, we've got 10 guys or 11 guys with over 10 catches. I think it's going to be hard for Florida to slow us down. We've got a lot of weapons on the outside. I think we're going to pull the whole bag out this game, and I think it's going to look like another Kentucky type game. I think we're going to go down there and we're going to be ready to kick their teeth in.
I like the way that sound, man. And it sounds like, hey, listen, Sean D, shout out to Sean D, man. Sean D said, even without Brock, we going down into the cocktail party, 14.5-point favorites for a reason. Go Dogs. Shout out to Sean D for that. That's right, man. Like, listen, Vegas say, even without Brock Bowers, in this rivalry, we still 14.5-point favorites. So that tells you what Vegas is bro, they so eerily good with these spreads. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Vegas, man, for saying the Dogs is still like that. V, talk about the disdain for them Gators, dog.
Well, listen, man, I don't like nobody who has orange as part of their uniform. I'm gonna call it outfits because I don't think they really wear uniforms. I think they wear outfits. I really cannot stress enough. I think E-Rob put it very eloquently with a B. But I really have no respect for Florida. I've been here through some of the worst losses that we've ever experienced as Georgia players and fans at the hands of these guys, and I'm really happy that we really put it to them now. Matter of fact, I can go ahead and kick more dirt on them in a heartbeat and not even feel disdain about it. If it was on fire, you know what I wouldn't do on it. So at the end of the day, I feel like when you are looking at our team, man, you're looking at our team, you're looking at their team, we're on a whole different trajectory, even without Brock Bowers. And let's not make a mistake about it, man. Brock being on the field makes it easier for other folks to do work. But if you ever look at Kansas City Chiefs play football, you ever ask yourself, why is Travis Kelce always open? It ain't because people don't want to cover him. It's because they can't. It ain't because people don't want to cover Brock. It's because they can't really. We need to find somebody else who wants to be that guy who can't be covered. And I really like Lawson Lucky before he got hurt.
Yeah.
I put it on. I told you he going to be the next guy just because of the type of work he does on that field. Excited to see these guys go down there. And like my guy said, they teeth in.
That's right, man. That's right. We got a couple of guys on the team, man, from Florida. That's Carson Beck, Rosemary Jack Saint, CJ Smith, wide receiver, Aaron Smith, wide receiver. So a lot of these guys gonna go about. They want to go back and put on for the city because the last time we had a dog from Florida go play in Florida was James Cook, and he put on in the Orange Bowl. So that's what I'm looking for this week too. And one of the guys mentioned, man, we might look more like a little spread team with all these wide receivers. CA, when you came in, y'all was spreading that ball around, man. 4 wide receivers, spread out. Talk about that and your disdain for Florida.
I like how you set me up right there, Coach. But what I will say is, we got the talent at the wide receiver position to really expose the Gators and their weaknesses right now. I'm looking forward to, as I said earlier, this is a Mike Bobo conversation. I feel like the talent is on the field. But me personally, as a guy who played between the years of 94 and 97, in a stretch where I only won one game between the Gators, I'm always going to be leery against Florida. I'm never going to like the Florida game. I'll always have respect for them because what I do know is the talent is in their room. So we got to execute. We have to come out firing on all cylinders. I expect for a fast start because this is the one game where a slow start, I promise you, is going to kill you. And we really can't afford that. I feel like the coordinator knows that. I feel like the quarterback knows that. I think this team knows that, not to mention our head coach. So I'm looking forward to how we come out in this game. What are we going to position ourselves as far as how do we want to highlight this offense? We know we've got a strong quarterback. He's proven that to me in this point of the season. But I want to see what weapons will he choose to utilize. We got running backs. We've got wide receivers. We've got backup tight ends. I'm anxious to see how Carson Beck and Mike Bobo take advantage of this Florida defense, knowing that the one thing Florida will try to do is stop the running game. So that's going to present a challenge in itself, and I'm excited to see how the team steps up, how the coaches step up, and see exactly what the fan base has to offer in this neutral environment.
That's right, man. And I was listening to the presser, man. One of the guys was asking Kirby, how he thought Carson Beck would fare back in Jacksonville, because Carson Beck did play his high school ball in Jacksonville and Mandarin High School. I mean, he played under the highest classification in Florida, won a state championship. E-Rob, when you played, again, you from Florida, dog. How did it feel going home? Like, I know, like, how you do? Are you anxious, or are you just like so ready to put it to them? You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? What's that feeling like when you first step on that field, dog?
I like that.
Man, it's a great question, Coach. Now, here's the thing: I was there in '93, like in the mid. So, I mean, it was
some pain.
It wasn't nothing sweet when we went out there.
But going into the game, you still was going back to the crib to play in front of your people.
Oh, so no, the excitement, that game is like no other, man. I'm telling you, the fact that it's at a neutral site. I mean, you got Georgia, you got Florida, well, so-called neutral.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing like it. I mean, the guy, like Kirby was talking about in the press conference, that the guys are really pumped up about going and playing this game. And I was definitely pumped up to play in this game. So, and you play in Florida. I mean, there's nothing, you know, a lot of the guys coming out of high school back in the day used to play the Georgia Florida high school game. So, you know, that kind of just carried itself over into college. So it's a great environment. The crowd it's split half and half, and it's just, you can feel the energy. So yeah, I mean, I loved it. I can't get enough of it.
I know it, man. Before we get on to some more of these X's, welcome in our guy, Shawty Parker. What's going on, Shawty?
There he is.
Gentlemen, how y'all doing, man? Sorry I'm late, man.
No problem, man. Bro. Hey, we got your back, dog. That's what we do as dogs. That's what the dogs gonna have to do. You know what I'm saying? Now that brought Bowles out, somebody got to step up. You know what I'm saying? But you in the building now, man. Hey, we're just talking about the disdain that we have for Florida. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't care less about Florida, and a lot of the guys have said the same thing. Give us your take on how you dislike Florida so.
Well, you know, it's pretty much like the whole SEC roster. I mean, you know, stack up the whole roster. I don't like none of them. You know what I'm saying? Just so happy Florida just happened to be so close. I really think that's the problem. You know what I mean?
I got you.
But, you know, just on the serious note, man, you know, everybody know the history. You know, them folks beat up on us for a long time. But, you know what I'm saying? I think if you look at the overall record, I think we're up 55-44.
Yep.
Overall. So, you know what I'm saying? If you do your fact check, you know what I'm saying? We really running this rivalry at the end of the day. Just, you know, people of our, you know what I'm saying, age just kind of remember when they had that Spurrier run. Yeah. That's what that bad taste. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know,
you still taste
good.
I still taste that,
yeah. So, you know, right now, you know, it feels good to be living in the glory day. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna always give them what they want anyway. It's gonna be too much.
That's right. I definitely agree with that, Shawty. M&A Pitts gets in. What's going on? My man said it's definitely a win if Carson Beck take care of the ball. We got other weapons, you know, outside of Brock. You know, Carson got to not give that foot away against Vandy. 2 fumbles. We lost one. We got one back. Ugly interception. True. I think these guys, for the most part, the Dogs do take care of that ball, man. And I think somebody else said it, man, like, we got so many weapons. I think, you know, looking from the other side of it, as a defensive coordinator, you go in the game before this and you like, okay, let's stop Brock. Even though you couldn't do it, that's what your game plan was. You know what I'm saying? But now you go into the game, they like, well, what we gonna do? And Shawty always reference this. This gonna force them to play a little bit more 11-on-11 football. They don't know who to double. They don't know who to cover. They don't know who to slant the strong side of the defense to. They just gonna be out there, and if they play man to man, it might get a little ugly for them. That's all I'm saying.
I really think they're gonna take more chances because of Brock. You know, to be honest, I mean, you might as well.
You might as well, but that's what I'm counting on, because if you take more chances, I feel like you say, they DBs, they got a, you know, I would say they got a formidable front 4 or 3, depending on what front they come out. They kind of like the guy kind of tried to study under Kirby a little bit. I forget what his last, and the Coach Anderson or whatever their defensive coordinator is. So he may try to change it up, but their DBs, especially the corners on the outside, they've been out there for the taking. Let's just say that. And
other than McConkey, who showed you they can beat anybody on our squad?
Rah. Dominic.
He said, what was the question?
Other than McConkey. He said, other than McConkey, who do we think can beat somebody one-on-one?
Number 11 can beat him.
I said who don't show.
Jack Saint.
Yeah, Jack Saint, like he don't
Yeah.
get. He's not as flashy as the other wide receivers, but if you, I mean, you can go back 2 years now. Like Jack Saint is steady Eddie.
Yeah. He got the body, the big body, blocks you out. He go up there and get it. So I like what he does as far as it gives us a little different skill set. That's one thing too. We get a little something different with everybody. Obviously, we got our quick guys. We got some guys with some size. But the question I do have is, with Brock being out, do you guys see it affecting the running game at all? Because I know we know what Brock can do with the ball, but Brock is also a pretty formidable blocker and sets the edge out there as well. Do we think we go with a little bit more of Lucky because he's a little bit better blocker than Delp? How y'all see that playing out?
V, what you thinking, man? That's a good question. What you thinking? You think Lucky's a better blocker than Delp, and we go more? I mean, he's going to play a lot regardless. Lucky's playing a lot regardless, but like Cal said, you think we go a little bit more Lucky when it comes to the run game? Oh, and my guy B. Shaw say happy pre-birthday, V.
I
so
appreciate
let's
that, B. Shaw.
celebrate with the
Appreciate
win.
it, man. Appreciate it. Looking forward to, man, turning the ripe old 46. But no, I actually think that that's probably what they're going to do. I think that Lucky is more physical at the point of attack than Beck is. I mean, Delp is. But what you don't want to do is necessarily have a guy out there that isn't a threat, right? On the outside, you want to make sure that you got a guy who can at least threaten the safety so he ain't coming down and having a 3-on-2 situation. So really think they're going to run with and have adequate blocking on the outside regardless, because that's what Kirby demands. Like, it's nobody who's going to be playing on that field who can't block, whether it's a receiver, tight end. You got to be adequate at your job. Wanted to ask a quick question, though, because I've been looking for this guy all year, and I haven't seen him at all. Man, where's Arian Smith? What's going on?
He can't catch the ball, bro. He been open. He can't catch.
Listen, he started the first
3 touchdowns.
The first 2 weeks, they tried to do real wide receiver stuff with him, other than just 9 routes. They tried to give him some digs and some comebacks, and he was dropping them. He did have the one reverse where he scored, and then come 3rd, 4th week, they tried to open it up, go back old Arian, and he couldn't catch the ball, and he couldn't catch the ball, and he couldn't catch the ball. So they like, okay, well, we'll just take our deep shots with Ra-Ra. And Ra-Ra is proven to be,
man, throw it to somebody who can catch the ball, man. Let's catch the ball. Damn all that feelings. Let's catch the ball.
Yeah, like, listen, I'm an Arian fan, like probably more than the next man. World, but that's it. Like, hey, I want the dude to do good. I'm hoping he remember. I think it's a confidence thing for him, man, because we've seen the dude catch the ball, man. So I think it's a confidence. He got to get out of his head. I think I was telling somebody, dog, I force feed that dude, dog. Like, not that, like I would have did that, like kind of at Vandy. I would have force feed him. Like, dude, dog, you either gonna win us the game or you gonna lose us the game. I don't know. We got to do something to get his confidence back, because when he has the confidence, like, he changes the game himself. And not for nothing, the other wide receiver we got from Florida, CJ Smith, he's in that same class of speed. Now I don't know what his blocking is like. I think his blocking might be a little lacking in the run game. That's why he's kind of fell back, in the wide receiver rotation, which is, listen, the second half of the Vandy game, man, it was the Ra-Ra, Rosemary Jack Saint, and Dominic Levitt show. So more so Dominic Levitt than anybody else.
And man, Coach, you just hit the nail on the head, man. Dominic, Ra-Ra, Lad, Lovett, like it's a race. He got to catch the ball. We ain't been waste a lot of time on nobody. No, that ain't how this thing is built. The quarterback is all we're gonna wait on. Exactly. Like, there's no opportunity for us to wait on a guy like Arian Smith. I love Arian Smith. He's got all the explosive speed that we need. But the reality is we don't have the opportunity to wait on him. We got to get guys that are ready to make plays. This season's already started. This ain't week 1, week 2. That's over with, bro. You got to prove that in the preseason. You got to prove that in the first 2 or 3 games, because at this juncture, it's about victory. We got to go with proven product. We got to go with what shows up, not just on Saturday, but what shows up Monday through Friday. Exactly. And I think during the week, it's apparent that he hasn't been able to produce. We all love speed, but man, look, it takes more. You got to catch the ball. I'm a guy. I'm not the fastest guy, but they had to throw the ball because you got to be able to catch it. It's steps in this process, and before you can fly away with it, you need to possess it. And I would love to see Arian Smith take advantage of his opportunities. I feel like he'll get 1 or 2 every game.
Every
because
game.
we got a game plan taking advantage of a safety sneaking down into the box. So, that's what I would love to see him take advantage of his 1 or 2 opportunities, because you're not going to get more than that until you prove to be worth more than that. That's what Brock Bowers had done. So these are on the table right now, whether it's Ra, whether it's Ladd, whether it's anybody. You got to take advantage, catching the ball out the backfield. There are catches and opportunities and plays to be had, which is why I'm always, at this juncture, I'm pointing my finger directly at my quarterback, at Mike Bobo. Who are you going to highlight? Who have you seen throughout the week that's ready to make these plays? Because if it's not Arian Smith, it's got to be somebody, whether it's Delp, whether it's Lucky, whether it's Thomas. I don't care who it is. On 3rd down and long, we need to convert.
That's right, man. And like Ben say, man, Kirby talked about Aaron, like he's missing his opportunities, and that's on it. And see, you touched on this back in 2021. We was talking a little bit about the dude and another wide receiver. You was like, look, man, basically you got to either crap or get off the pot. Hey, we out here trying to get guys.
What it is.
That's a good point, because this is year 3 as well. It's not like
it's time to go.
Freshman. You're in year 3. You know what I'm saying? And you still haven't developed. Because I think back, it kind of reminds me. I remember when McCole Hardman came in. Tons of speed. One of the things was didn't have the great hands, but he developed and got better.
Exactly.
I haven't seen Arian Smith get better.
He going the other way. He was catching it early. Now he's missing it. So,
and the thing is, like I tell my son all the time, I can't want it more than you want it. It's like we want it more than he wanted it. You know what I'm saying? And Arian got to want this. This is a perfect. Listen, Florida just started a freshman safety last game against South Carolina. He is prime for the taking, because we always put Aaron in that slot and send him on that 9, man, and he is prime, dog. But hey, like CA said, if you ain't doing it Monday through Friday, man, we can't play you on Saturday. Go ahead, Shawty.
Good luck.
Look, I was gonna say, like, to kind of point, piggyback off some of the guys, in the sense of what I was kind of saying. I really think this may be an opportunity where we actually see a lot more 3 and 4 receiver sets. Even when we end 3 receivers, we may keep the tight end and the running back in back protection, just because of how Florida is bringing heat. So this will be an opportunity where our receivers may really have a chance to shine. They may get more opportunity this game than they have depending on what Florida does in defense. If I think they're gonna do what I think they're gonna do, this will be a time for the receivers to have a chance to shine.
And if I'm in that wide receiver room, I know who Brock is and what he brings to the table. So when he's out there, I gladly, I take a back seat, because I know what he brings to the table, and I'm cool with that, because I'm down for the team. But as soon as he went down and they said he was gonna be out, I'm like, whoo, let's get ready to rumble. You know what I'm saying? Give me them 10 targets you was giving him in the first half. Like, dog, I'm at practice going so hard that they can't deny me my targets on Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Coach, what I'll say to that, man, a guy like Dominic Lovett has got to be chomping at the bit. He had all the opportunities early in the season. He's got the playbook geared towards him being successful. And this ain't nothing but an opportunity to shine, because everybody else might want it, but it's already designed for him to get it. So I don't want to point the finger at somebody, but I'm about to. I mean, Lovett's got to step up. I mean, that's the truth of the matter, because Ra is waiting for his turn. Ladd McConkey chomping at the bit and has already proven what he can do. This is a real opportunity for a guy like Lovett, in my personal opinion, to really shine, because I've always felt like if we can be productive in the passing game with Lovett and a guy like Dejon Edwards out of my backfield, that's the combination we need to alleviate some of that pressure off of the tight end position as they continue to develop without Brock.
When Brock went down, they started going to number 6 a lot too. You saw them.
Exactly.
You saw them start to go to him. Like, he started to get those targets. So, dude, this is why he transferred here. I mean, he can't ask for a better situation. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask for it. The volume is going to go up. It's on you. Make the plays. Make the plays. They're gonna be there. Make them.
You know what I would like to see though?
One more thing, Coach. I saw a graphic, and I can't remember the specific percentages, but Beck is eating up the blitz.
He is,
and he ain't always going to block in those situations. He is eating that blitz up. So that's really the only thing that Florida got. They got to bring the heat And if they absolutely want to step into that frying pan, we can let it go because we got speed on the outside, we got size on the outside, we have athleticism on the outside. I think we perfectly situated to be able to ride this wave through these games that Brock gonna be out. Like everybody said on the panel.
That's right. And let's not forget about Dylan Bell, man. Those running back slash, pass catchers, which is what I'm calling him now out of the backfield, man. Hey, if you think back, listen, if you think back to the past couple of Florida games, last year, Kenny McIntosh, he ate out running, he ate passing, catching balls out the backfield. Sony Michel ate on Florida every year because he could run and catch passes out of the backfield, man. Dylan Bell might be, that's what I'm saying, man. Like when a dynamic player like Brock go down, dog.
You're right, coach.
Dog, all these dudes, listen, I'm at practice early. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the jug machine just right as coach walk in. I'm working, coach.
You see me, don't you?
You like took the words out my mouth, but the only thing that I would like to see is I would like to see Bobo use him as more of it as a gimmick player to throw off like personnel. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by that?
So like as an example, you can come out with 4 receivers. He's a receiver. Let him start in the slot and put him to the backfield and let him run.
I see what you're saying. Move him around. Okay.
Like San Fran use Debo.
Like Debo, yep. Use them creative like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Come out 4 wide, and once the defense gets set, you shift him.
Right.
That throw everything.
That dirty ball right there. You can't do that. That's dirty as hell. Like they'll never see that coming.
It about mismatch. I'm just saying, you can just do a lot of things with them. You know what I'm saying? Why not do it?
If you come out in a couple of plays, you go 4 wide, he a part of that wide, they're gonna eventually, substitute their dime package or their pass.
At least.
And as soon as they do, then you shift to the back.
Now we got their fan. They go to mismatch. We can run on that. Yep.
That's right. That's right, man. Hey man, listen.
It's on Bobo. Like you said, CA, that's on Bobo. Be creative, man. Find a way to use what you got to get what you want, man. There it is right there, man. I'm telling you.
That's right. That's right, man. So offensively, man, I think there's definitely opportunities. These dudes should be licking their chops, man, trying to prove themselves if they haven't already. Defensively, man, listen, the 2 teams that Florida faced that was as physical as Georgia or tried to be as physical as Georgia, Utah and Kentucky. Like I say, those teams it's like Florida had no answer for that physicality. I know Florida wants to be physical, but like that, it's a difference in running a scheme and actually having the players to actually run a scheme. You know what I'm saying? So defensively, I think this is a great chance for Malachi Starks to have those games. Like I know he's been waiting to have that big game. He ain't had that big game yet. You know what I'm saying? So I think defensively, man, we got some opportunity as well, man. Shawty, since you down here right now, man, what you looking for on that defensive side against Florida?
Well, at the end of the day, I don't know how much it's worth, but if you know what I'm saying, we always throwing around stats at the end of the day. They are top 5, I think, points allowed, yardage allowed in the conference. So I mean, they are playing, solid defense, no matter how you want to look at Florida defense, that is. And our defense. So, matter of fact, what you asking about our defense or their defense?
Our defense.
Okay. I thought you were talking about Florida.
But anyway, don't talk about their damn defense.
But our defense, I mean, I just kind of want to, and I got to think about it. I'm talking about Florida defense. But with that being said, I mean, in terms of our defense, man, I really want to see us. I think we're gonna have to play. Our linebackers gonna have to play very disciplined football. Their quarterback is the threat to run the ball. I think they're going to see a lot of zone read and a lot of RPO, especially with the way Auburn hit us with some of the things that they did. I can see Florida doing some of those same things. So in terms of the RPO game, the linebackers are going to have to be on game. We're going to have to be able to set these eggs. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be very, very important for our defense. So I want to see us, do those things that I know where they're going to attack us at and get better at. Other than that, I don't really think they can hurt us if they can't run the ball. So that's why our front 7 is going to be very, very big.
That's right. V, man, what you looking for this defense, man? Going against that Florida, like I say, the quarterback is a threat to run. He's not as fast as Robbie Ashford or Thorne from Auburn, but he is very mobile. So what you looking for this defense this weekend?
Man, I'm gonna say the same thing I've always been saying. I'm just looking for some guys to win some one-on-one matchup. We just aren't a defensive line this year that. And coach, I think you put a graphic up in the text chat on the win percentages of these guys. We don't have one guy winning above or in a double-digit percentile in matchups. That to me is that's not championship defensive football to me. And I get it. We had some dogs on this defensive line these past 2 years. When I say dogs, I mean capital D, capital A, capital W, and capital G.
Hey, we're watching it every Sunday.
Absolutely. You can't
for the Eagles.
grown men who've been in the league and paid millions of dollars who can't do nothing with these young cats. But I understand what we lost, but we also pride ourselves on the next man being up and developing. And I need to see progression. And I haven't really seen that. Now it could be a lot of scheming, but I don't think that's really realistically what's going on. I just need to see some guys going out there and actually beating the man that's in front of him. I do think that we're going to still hold a point of attack because that's a Kirby thing, especially when you play against a quarterback that can run around a little bit. He wants to make sure that they don't give him those running lanes. So we'll probably hold the point of attack a little bit more. But please, guys, give me a guy being a guy on at least 2 to 3 plays a quarter. I just want to see that happen. And that's all. At the end of the day, I think we're going to hold up pretty well, but I want to see something spectacular because we're going to get ready to go against the meat, which I didn't think it was going to be the meat. Get ready to hit the meat of our schedule. So that's what I'm looking for on defense.
Hey, listen, there's some opportunities, just like the wide receivers got opportunities for targets. Florida's offensive line, let's just say they could be a lot better.
Giving it up.
Hey, they giving it up. So, Cal, man, knowing that the offensive line for Florida been giving it up all season, man, who should have that break? We haven't had that breakout game, what I'm saying, from one of them defensive linemen. We got the guys like what we need to do to have that breakout game. This is the time.
I don't know if it's going to be that breakout game that we're thinking, because like we said, what we've had in the past about 3 to 4 years is just absolutely unprecedented. What we've had in the middle of our defensive line and how much better that's made our defense. But at the end of the day, I was just sitting up here looking. I mean, we're still giving up 262 yards a game. That's 6th in the nation. It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? We're giving up 14 points a game.
Hold on, Cal. I'm gonna let you finish.
Go ahead.
6th in the nation in yards given up. We say that's not bad. That's what we at as a program.
That's what we at.
Yeah, take that. Hold on. Yeah, take pride in that, man. Shake a stick at that. Like, that ain't nothing that got,
man, please.
That's what Cal
you want to be.
Please. Cal mentioned it on the other show on how our expectations, him and Shawty, how our expectations have changed. We hear saying the 6th best giving it up, yardage per game.
We can't stand it. Like, man, what the hell?
We hurt behind it.
Yeah. And I love it. That's where we should be expectation wise. That's where we at as a program. Because I remember 10 years ago, we was happy as hell when we said, damn, man, we got a top 5 recruiting class. God damn it, it's gonna be good next year. That's what our expectation is.
Top 10 anything would have been 5.
Top 10 anything, we've been happy with it. Yeah.
So now it's like, God damn it. I mean, these guys out here, you know what I'm saying? So we just lost 2 generational defensive generational.
Generational. That's what's tough to deal with, to be honest. Like, we can't gauge that.
It's so not being realistic. And we're just like, God damn it, it ain't good enough. So
how many points we giving up, Cal? How many points we giving up this year?
We're giving up 14 a game. That's 7th in the nation.
That ain't good enough. That ain't good enough.
It ain't good enough. But you know what it is? If we finish there, that's still championship caliber. You know what I'm saying? Considering what we have on offense. Offense, we're scoring over 40 a game. And we're also averaging 510 yards a game, which is 3rd in the nation. So we're still championship caliber. Like I said, it just looks different. It may not be as dominant as it once was, but we're still building, and this team is forming to what it's going to be. The other 2 teams were where they were. this team is forming to what it's going to be. And I think we've seen steps. I think we've seen when we play our A game like we did against Kentucky, you know what I'm saying? We'll go out there and beat any team in the nation. But the one thing that we also have to remember is, guys, everybody that we play is their Super Bowl. We're getting everybody's A game. We don't get anybody's C game. We don't get anybody's D- game.
Woo.
Everybody's A+ game. That's what we're getting. So as long as we're getting that and we know that going in, we just got to continue to get better each week, man, and we're going to be fine. And like I said, I think that we talked about that point spread being 14.5. I believe Vegas thinks that we're going to go out there and stomp Florida. I think they think a lot of people are going to put that money on Florida, and we're going to go out there and stomp Florida. That's what I'm feeling.
To that point, Cal, a lot of times,
with it, man. Preaching gospel.
In conference, when you see like a 2-touchdown lead in conference, that is Vegas saying this gonna be a blowout.
Gonna be an ass kick.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you know, if it was out of conference, you know,
It's
when
gonna
you
hurt.
get to the 2021s, it's different. But you see an in-conference game other than like a Georgia Vandy type deal. You see an in-conference game where it's rivals and stuff, and you see 14.5. That's pretty much saying Vegas say we just that much better than Florida. So we just got to go out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just.
How close do you think you're gonna be to
21
game day?
It was 21.
Okay, 21. What'd you say, Shawty?
What you think gonna be on Friday though, going in the game day? Still think it'll be 14.
As long as there's no more injuries, I'm be honest with you, man. You know how Vegas greedy though. Like if a whole bunch of people start going to put money on Florida,
it's gonna move the line.
It's gonna move the line, dog. Yeah. Like, and I think there's some Florida fans out there that's crazy enough to go put that money down on Florida.
Every year though. Why wouldn't it be, Coach? No, that's how this works. You're supposed to. You got to die with that money.
I mean, it's kind of, and Cal said, you know, to what Cal said, Vegas thinking we're gonna really blow them out. That 14.5 really could be like in some of JB's terms, bait for the Florida fans to get them come on in. Come on in.
I wouldn't bite on that hook, though. You know, I'm back on the lake, so I most definitely would not bite on that hook.
Are there no concerns, though? Are there no concerns? We feel, we all feel pretty.
I'm going to tell you the two things that I think they got is good.
Good question.
As far as statistically,
Sunshine in the beach.
Graham Mertz is just as accurate, we would say, statistically, as Carson Beck. I think Carson Beck is 73.6% completion rate, and I think Graham Mertz is 73.8. So statistically, when he throws the ball, he gets it there. The second one is I actually respect their running backs. Johnson and Etienne both can run the ball. Now, Johnson's more of a run at you guy. Etienne's more of a home run guy. So if I had to pick one, I'm more because of what we saw against Auburn running around the edge and things of that nature. I think Etienne would be more of a threat. But honestly, Etienne's similar to Ray Davis in that nature. Ray Davis can hit that home run on you too. So Kirby always stresses the run game. He talked about it in the press conference. He said that's where it starts. He said we can stop them from running. I think that's where Graham Mertz's accuracy has come from because they've been able to run on people. You see what I'm saying? When they can run on people and you bring them safeties up a little bit, then Graham Mertz could be a little bit better, you know, in that aspect. But I think if you stop that run and you put it all on Graham Mertz, I think that's totally different because I only believe in one of their receivers, and that's number one, Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall, he could play anywhere. You know, he's a transfer from Arizona State. So good question, Dad.
I think, you know, to answer your question, I feel like the biggest difference is we have a Malachi Starks. Because if we force them to pass it, which is I feel like what our defense is going to do, I think we're going to load the box up and try to force Florida to try to see if they can throw it on us. That's been our weakness all season. If you ask me, that's been the weakest point of the defensive secondary. I think Malachi Starks is going to have a lot of opportunities to make a lot of plays. And I'm hoping that he gets a chance to step up and really produce for us. I think that's the difference in what every other team has done and what Florida might game plan against us, but that's my personal opinion.
Stat guy get in and say they played good their last game, of course, against South Carolina. He really took steps forward. They gave Mertz time to throw, and he made defensive play. While we haven't been a real pressure team, we actually have a lot of sacks for a team that don't pressure. We got more at this point in the year than we had last year.
Really?
Gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
It doesn't feel like that, man.
It don't feel like it. You're right. I like it.
Not at all.
True.
I think it's a bunch scenario though, just like Tennessee last year. Coach, do we have some games where we just kind of pile it up?
Exactly.
And they're like USC lead the nation in sacks too. They're not. Is it USC or Oklahoma?
No, Tennessee.
Tennessee isn't now, but to Shawty's point, USC was leading after 4 weeks. The difference is USC was leading in sacks, but they was giving up hella yardage in passing, so it was a boom or bust. Whereas we may not get to the quarterback a lot, we still ain't giving up a whole bunch of passing yards. That's the difference where that come in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So to that concern question, I would say this, man, and I've said it before. What concerns me about Florida, and I kind of hint on it a little bit. Anytime a team can make a play 11 on 11, that's where it hurts. That's where it can hurt because we play so much heavy, man. So that means if that quarterback is able to be successful in the RPO game, start running the ball in any kind of form of fashion as that extra run, now we got to dedicate a defender to him. That's what we don't.
Yeah.
We never want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That, Auburn was able to do that because they knew if we put Peyton Thorne out, like if he took too many hits, because you never want your starter to take a lot of hits. If they did that, they got Robbie Ashford. They ain't got nobody behind Mertz. And Mertz, like I'm gonna tell you what happened when they played Utah. He started out like you say RPO. They gave him one good hit, and then Napier was like, "Nah, we good, bro. We good. Like let's try to throw that thing."
Yeah. And like what you were saying about the defense over the bye week, I know they worked on those things, man. Setting that edge, like just little fundamental things. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that while this defense is not looking like what we expect to see. No, we're not. It doesn't seem like we're getting the kind of pressure, but we're letting people get around the edge. We don't do that. That's not what we do. You know what I'm saying? We play more discipline than that. So I just feel like, and what Kirby talked about in the press conference, getting back to the basics, getting back to what we do, the fundamentals. We ain't worried about Florida. We worry about what we do. We do what we do. The opponent doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I think we might see a whole different.
I'm giving y'all a precursor. Just giving y'all a little precursor. I'm really
set us up.
I'm giving y'all some nibbles for something in the future.
Yeah. So listen,
know how you work.
Another thing that was different in the Auburn game defensively for us and the Kentucky game defensively is Marvin Jones Jr. didn't play against Auburn, and we was unable to set the edge as good. I'm not saying he's Nolan Smith. I'm saying that he is more athletically suited to set our edges. More so than my guy Werther. He's good in the run game when it's straight at you. But sometimes in those RPO games, he can't get out there.
Outside. Yep.
You know,
even if he sees it, they still beat him to the edge sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Looking right at it.
But in the Kentucky game, Marvin Jones was back and he was able to get it because he's long. He's 6'5". He's long. He's able to get out there. He has some of those Nolan Smith, those Adam Anderson type traits. So I think that actually Marvin Jones is still healthy. So I think that's going to help too. So being say, will they try number 6, which is Dylan Everett? I mean, I think if you're a smart offensive coordinator, you have to, because the other choice is to go at Kamari Lassiter, and that's not really going to be, odds on favorite for your offense if you try him repeatedly. So I would say that to that.
Hey, who leads the SEC in interception? Because I know we have at least.
That's a great question. I was just thinking about that.
I think individually is Taki. Taki is top 5 in the nation. So, but team wise, you mean JV?
Yeah, because I know we got to get at least one guy with 5, one guy with 4. Then we got another guy with like a couple of onesies out there, right?
Yeah, we do. Let me see. Passes intercepted. You said
it don't feel like it, do it?
It don't, man. I'm surprised. You hear the way I'm talking. I'm like, what?
Auburn leads the conference.
Somebody making plays in the secondary?
Auburn
has
9. Auburn has 9, and we actually, I'm sorry, we tied with Auburn. Auburn got 9, and we got 9. LSU got 9. Vandy has 9, by the way. So yeah, those 4. Georgia, Vandy.
I did respect Vandy's 9 behind. They probably be losing, and everybody slanging it around the yard on them anyway.
They back up saying.
So like Sean D says, it seems like some wide receiver screens have been working against us. Those used to go for no gains or 2 gains. Now teams are getting 6 to 8 yards. I'll say to that too. Listen, I think Dalen Everett's a physical guy, but a lot of times those are on his side. Like Kamari, I don't know. Like I don't know if you want to run that on Kamari's side. Kamari stops those.
One thing that burns me up when I see the same play. That means everybody who sees this play and the success that they have against us on our defense with this play, they put this in their repertoire, and that's that half roll throwback.
Go throwback.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know you hate that.
Of seeing that play be successful. I need somebody to get a personal foul.
That running back wheel out too.
Stuff off. I'm sorry. Knocking stuff off.
Yeah.
I believe those
throwing in his saddle, ain't it?
Yeah, he don't like that. That thing that piss him off, boy.
That right there every week.
And that be because all that man too. That's what I'm saying. That's why that wheel route hurt so bad. That running back wheel hurt so bad because they always trying to isolate our linebacker.
Yeah,
it worked in 2020, but we've been on it since then, though. We done shut that down.
I think
this is a linebacker safety game. If you ask me, this is a linebacker and safety game. Whoever has the best play on defense out of the linebackers and safeties usually have a lot of success.
Yeah, and we still got 22 back there. You know, like I say, the first 2 games he was out. You know where he got the first game, and then with the grill, he playing with the grill.
With the grill.
I like, bro, you can't love Jevaris Bullet no more, dog. That dude, he like that. That's a dog. He's out there with the grill and everything, dog.
Shoot the kill out there.
Hey man, y'all go ahead and get y'all. I meant to tell y'all earlier, y'all people in the comments, man. Y'all get y'all score predictions in. My guy Maurice came in early. You know what I'm saying?
But what we got, Coach? What he talking about?
Wow!
Is that a burger? Is that a burger?
Yeah, it is.
That's my folk there. That's low, ain't it?
Hey. God damn! I thought my score was crazy. God damn!
Hey, Shepard say 35-6. Okay, Shepard say 35-6. Shawty, what you thinking, man? What you thinking on that score, man? These people out here like we about to put that thing on Florida.
37-20.
37-20. Okay. Covering that spread. I can get with that. E-Rob. What you got?
41-17. 41-17.
41-17 Dogs. Okay. Stat guy say 38-24. Just missing the hook on that 14.5. Okay.
I see what you're doing there, stat guy.
Yeah, I like that.
I got you. Sean D say 35-17. I'm gonna go kind of what Sean D say. I'm gonna say 38-17. I think we still get them by 3 tutties, but I think we're gonna give up. I think we'll give up 2 scores or something like that. So cool, Cal. What you got on it? Cal?
I'm gonna go like 41-20.
Okay. I can get with that. B, what you got, dog?
Man, I'm on it with about 38-17 myself, man. I think that's gonna be a real clean, good score.
21, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. CA, man, close us out, man. What you got on that?
Man, I got a hot 38-13, man. I feel like we're gonna separate ourselves. They ain't gonna get in the end zone twice.
Okay,
I like that. A touchdown and 2 field goals. I like it. Put it down. Like you say, this is that time, man. Y'all already know, man. The voting for the college football playoff top 25 starts next Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be released. It's always released right after the Florida game. And this is the time to show people it don't matter who we line it up against. We still Georgia. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we still Georgia. So
yes, sir.
It hasn't been a team out there at this point. You know, there were some teams early with 4 games under their belt, maybe 5 games that look, you know, like they ain't had no struggles or whatever. But hey, even Washington, it needed a pick 6 to get over the hurdle last week. I mean, the offense that I said was the best offense in the country. This is the week to go ahead and prove it. And Stat guy say I'll let y'all know to probably have one of the best kickers in the country. They have one of the best.
Nobody winning no game by no field goal.
Yeah, we don't care about no damn kicker. Don't bring that on that show. Don't bring that on this show.
Go with that, man. Look at him, man. They ain't won enough game to be getting no invite no more.
Yeah.
We're going to kick you out, Stat guy.
Stat guy, there is a line now. There is a line.
Know your place.
All right, man. Listen, man. It's Gator Hater Week, man. Gator Hater Week, dog. So hey, it's been real with y'all. Hey, V, you want to tell them about homecoming, dog, right before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. I just figured that we would probably talk about it next week. But man, just for y'all guys and gals out there in dog land who know we're gonna go ahead and put smack down on Florida, and you're looking forward to a great time down on my squad at University of Georgia. We're gonna be Chocolate City on my squad. Y'all make sure y'all show up, man. Come on down. We're gonna have a lot of great things going down. Black Alumni Council, they are really putting it on for all of us to return home. And when I say return home, return and it feel like home set up. So Tailgate Kings, we are the official provider of everything that's vibe for this event when it comes to the sounds, the DJs, the screens, and we also have a catering option for you guys this year. So check us out, Yard Shelf, the link. Hey, Coach, I don't know if you got that link on you, do you?
Hey, man, you can go to Tailgate Kings ATL, man, and .com, and it'll pull up. I know that for sure because I went on it earlier today.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that.
If y'all ain't never been to a Tailgate Kings event, boy, y'all missing out, boy. I'm just saying, boy. I'm just saying.
Service.
I got it. Hold on, I got a question. Erik, did you get some of that? What was that? That
no,
Indian?
no, I ain't. Nope.
That half fry.
Half fry. Okay.
I did not.
Yeah.
that's the Heena.
That's
joint.
Heena.
The Heena, yeah.
Heena. Yeah, that's that
Man,
Heena
with
stuff.
C-Rob, you know how we do. Never made it.
Pre-game.
Yeah, pre-game.
Okay, never mind.
Never made it.
Pre-game turning to post-game.
Yeah. So
don't leave a 10-second perimeter.
Hey man, that's right, man. For the dogs going to the game, be safe in the travels, man. Go down there and give the Gators hell, man, and like we do all the time when we travel to somebody else city. You know what I'm saying? And then again, we'll remind y'all of the homecoming stuff. We will be doing a live homecoming Saturday. We'll figure that out and get that to y'all people, man, so we can show y'all for that. For those that don't make it to Athens, man, again. So shout out to the Dog Nation, man, and respect the Hedges family. For my guys,
before we get out of here, Coach. Before we get out of here real quick, I just want to throw another little shout out about this homecoming event, man. We will have Creature Comforts on premises, being able to, give you guys some taste of what real breweries do and what they can provide, man. Some of they tasty brews.
Libation.
So come out and check them out.
Go Dog, sip them. That's what we say.
Go Dog, sip them.
Hey, hold on for a second, CA.
To go for my guy, Shawty Vesky, JB, Cool Cal, E-Rob, and CA. I'm Coach I Respect the Hedges, man. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Respect these damn Hedges.